Hey everybody, welcome back into the Parker and the Man page at yournews.com. Mark Wilson with your webcam on this Friday. What are we now? 5? February 5th already? 2010? February 5? There's my 5. There's my 5 hand. And we've got the e-bag coming soon. We'll open up the Parker and the Man e-bag to read actual emails from actual human beings such as yourselves. All you do is get them in at tvboy@yournewsdetroit.com. And Rob Parker, always glad to take your email queries and comments, good, bad, or indifferent, at rob@yournewsdetroit.com. Check out the piece today for a Friday. It's a big Super Bowl weekend, obviously. We'll get to that. But the piece isn't on that. The piece is on Tiger Woods. Yes, Tiger Woods. I'm saying Tiger Woods. How about that Northern Trust Los Angeles Open? By the way, if you're going to California, to SoCal for the big golf tournament, you just go to like PCH, Sunset Boulevard. You go near UCLA, and there's the golf. There's Riviera, the fabulous Riviera Golf Course, Country Club. And that's where they're playing the thing. And normally Tiger would play this because he's a California guy. He would have played last week at Torrey Pines. He probably would have played Riviera. Phil Mickelson is playing this week. In fact, he's 8 shots back after 1 round. Dustin Johnson has the lead by a shot. Phil, as I said, 8 back already. Did not have a good day. Anyhow, Tiger, no sightings, no really anything from him. Golf seems to be the furthest thing from his mind while he's still around a sex rehab clinic down in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. That's what this kind of thing is about, is that we got the Los Angeles Open and really nobody cares. I mean, we're 5 weeks in. This is the 5th tournament. Nobody cares. PGA Tour, insignificant, non-existent, might as well be ghost, invisible, this thing we call the PGA Tour. You can't have it both ways. Tiger's been the tour for the last 14 years. He's been the focal point. He's won most of the tournaments, heading for Jack Nicklaus's record for majors, and also Jack number 2 on the all-time win list. Tiger's only a couple behind him, and chasing slamming Sammy Snead, who died in 2002. Doesn't get a chance to see all this, so obviously the furor over what happened now over 2 months ago, that fateful Thanksgiving night when Tiger hit a tree and a bunch of ladies fell out, really still rings with a lot of negativity. Guys on the tour don't want to talk about it. One guy does, and that's Jeff Ogilvy. We got the quotes from him in there, but I got my opinions too. I'd like to hear your opinions as well at tvboy@yournewsdetroit.com as to really the whole Tiger thing now. Where does it stand? Who knows? When will he play again? Will it be the Masters? There's a rumor that he might play the Accenture Match Play, the World Golf Championships. I just don't believe he's picked up clubs. I don't believe he's ready to go. I don't believe he's anywhere near ready. I mean, this is where the game is, baby. That's where golf is, right there. And Tiger's all about this, as well as that. But he's a master at both, the mind games and the actual game on the links. Those 18 holes. So who knows where he is right now? Who knows where it stands? But sure enough, ticket sales are down, television numbers are down. So obviously the PGA Tour down. It's like the old saying goes: no Tiger, no good. So check that out today. That's the piece today. As we hit Super Bowl 44 this weekend, the big pick is on there. I really went back and forth. I said Saints, Colts. I think my head is telling me that I should go with the Colts and Peyton Manning. My gut is going, well, the Saints, we saw them against the Lions in week 1. That was good for Detroit. That was a blowout. My gut tells me Drew Brees, Darren Sharper, and the Saints, win the first Super Bowl they ever play in. Check and see who I picked. It's on there. There you go. Super Bowl 44 down in Miami. A lot of fun down there. Be a good weekend. NFL lockout, is it possible for 2011? Why do I still not believe it's going to happen, though? DeMaurice Smith, the leader of the NFL Players Association, said to Chad Ochocinco Television down in Miami for the Super Bowl that on a scale of 1 to 10, he thinks the lockout's a 14. So, I mean, if that's the way they're going to speak, it almost looks like it's a foregone conclusion that they'll lock them out not next year, not this coming season, but in 2011, as they try to hammer out a new agreement, which is more favorable to the owners, as they try to sneak every dollar they can away from the players in a multi-billion-dollar business. Claude Noel wins his debut as the head coach of the Columbus Blue Jackets. I got to know Claude. He used to be the head coach of the Kalamazoo, the old Michigan K-Wings. He played for the Kalamazoo Wings back in the 80s. Was a really good minor league player. Only played 7 games in the NHL, 0 points in his 7 games. He was a forward. Replaced Ken Hitchcock with the B-Jacks. It was kind of quiet, but they fired Hitchcock and put Claude Noel in there. And he beat Dallas on Thursday night 2-1. Good guy in the room, though, Claude Noel, and I'm glad at 54, heading to 55, I think he's a Halloween baby, gets a chance to show what he can do as a coach in the National Hockey League, so it's good for him. And obviously a big day in the NHL with Kovalchuk being traded away from Atlanta to New Jersey, a 31-goal scorer going to the Devils, just what they need, more power. That's the guy you want the Wings to have picked up, but Don Waddell, the former assistant GM of the Wings, now the longtime GM, as it turns out, for the Atlanta Thrashers, said, we're going to send Kovalchuk over to New Jersey for a few players. Lost in the Justin Verlander signing. Did you see the Justin Verlander signing yesterday? They actually showed him signing the contract, the new 5-year, $80 million deal, which is more back-ended, as it turns out. The last 3 years, $20 million a year. That's money, baby. $20 million bucks a year for a Tiger pitcher. That's pretty incredible. Anyhow, lost amongst that signing, the ceremony at Comerica Park, was the fact that Orlando Hudson went to the Minnesota Twins on a 1-year contract. So they just added Jim Thome and Orlando Hudson. An all-star Hudson was with the Dodgers in 2009. Second baseman, Tigers seem committed to Scott Sizemore, the rookie, and I just don't know if that's a good idea, the way things are. Right now, they don't have the firepower to compete with Minnesota. With Kubel and Kadire and Morneau and Mauer, now Thome and Hudson. That's a pretty good lineup there in Minnesota to go with some decent pitching. The Tigers may have the better two in Porcello and Verlander, but Minnesota may have more depth right now in their pitching staff, so check that out too. Daytona qualification tomorrow, Daytona 500. The top 2 spots will be filled down at Daytona for the 500 on Valentine's Day. And Michigan State at Illinois. Michigan hosts Wisconsin. That's your college basketball fair for Saturday. Spartans will see if Kalen Lucas can play after the ankle sprain against the Illini. And Michigan just needs wins, baby. I don't know what it means anymore because they're still struggling there. Got too many losses, but they'll host Bo Ryan and the Badgers. So check all that out. The Tiger Woods piece. We try to just catch up to where we are with Tiger and the PGA Tour, which is just off the map right now until he comes back. Super Bowl 44 pick. Saints, Colts, Saints. Do your own thinking. Possible NHL lockout. Claude Noel with the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Verlander ceremony. Orlando Hudson to the Twins. Unfortunately, the Tigers should have been more in on that one, just like they should have been on Thome. Daytona quals in the college basketball. It's all there for you in the Parker and the Man page. Have a great weekend. YourNews.com.